And the idea here, I'm just going to read it here, is that in options trading, it's Max Payne theory suggests that the price of an underlying asset will gravitate toward a specific strike price, referred to as the max Payne price as the options near their expiration date.
Mm.
This price is the point at which the largest number of open options contracts, including both puts and calls, will expire worthless, causing maximum financial loss pain for the greatest number of options buyers.
That only makes sense, right?
And and I think that that's kind of how you should look at all leverage products. Is like there's entities who have the most amount of money.
Yes.
And because of that, what they're able to do is push prices to places that may take the most money from the most people. And if
Yes.
you're not that player, then that's probably your
You're
money
gonna get
that's being
screwed.
taken.
Great. I love that you said that. And I really had to learn this the hard way. And I actually kind of learned this indirectly through the NFT market 4 or 5 years ago, where when I tried to be smarter than the guys who were rigging the game, I was never smarter than the guys rigging the game because it was a rigged game, right? And so at the end of the day, you can try to outsmart the market, but at the end of the day, if the numbers make sense and they can do it and it's going to benefit them, they're going to do it every single time. Like we're already playing a crazy leveraged game just being in crypto, period. Like the risk appetite for people, and that's coming from me. Like I'm incredibly risk tolerant. I have almost every dollar that I have in crypto, but even I am like, leverage is just not smart because in business and life, I say that this all the time. It's like be as risky as you can, but don't kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like don't ever have a way where like you can't keep playing the game. And if you're playing leverage situations, like people literally got fully wiped out. That's why people are legitimately. Again, who knows if these stories are real? But I heard that traders have been like committing suicide and all sorts of stuff, which is just
Mm.
so bad to see because their whole life just changed like this, and it shouldn't have. But these kinds of things happen all the time in crypto.
Yeah, man. First off, that's super sad to hear. I haven't been seeing that. It reminds me of the Do Kwon Terra Luna incident back in the last cycle. And it was actually a very similar thing that occurred where essentially what happened was there was a stable coin inside of this ecosystem that was actually being backed by like Bitcoin. And so when Bitcoin went down drastically, the stable coin lost its peg. And then that led to a cascading sort of liquidations throughout the entire Terra Luna ecosystem. And Do Kwon, one thing funny about that is, he ended up facing like legal issues because of, I think, like the negligence of the entire system or whatever that happened there. And I'll be curious to see. Well, first off, during that time, there were a bunch of people that got liquidated, like they're like hedge funds that blew up. I think there was Three Arrows Capital or something like that, and maybe that was the FTX crash, and I think maybe that was separate. But anyways, uh, I'm definitely going to be like interested to see first off if there's any legal ramifications that come out of what just happened here,
Yeah.
and secondly, what hedge funds have blown up. I saw someone saying like there's a lot of people that have blown up, but they haven't said it yet. you
Yes.
know?
Totally. Yeah. I was actually having this conversation with my mom the other day about why everything is so messed up in terms of like the world, especially in the Western world. And it's just because of how the incentives are laid out. Like you are like an executive of a publicly traded company, you will do anything within your power to maximize shareholder wealth, right? And so oftentimes when you're doing cost benefit analysis, it actually makes more financial sense to hurt the people. So like let's use an example of like let's say I can create this product and I know it's going to impact or even like physically harm or kill people of this much and it's going to result in this much of a lawsuit. If this number is bigger, they're like legally obligated to do that thing. Which is
Mm.
which is so crazy when you grasp that concept, when you're like, wow, if they can do the math, which they can, there's so many sophisticated tools out there to do like cost benefit analysis over like a macro time horizon. Like even if there is legal repercussions, they may have known that was coming and not even cared because they're like, it's gonna come out where we still win regardless. Right. And so if you're in that situation, they're gonna do that 10 times out of 10.